Today, God bless you as we come back to the teaching of Acts. Like I said, we're not going through Acts verse by verse, but definitely chapter by chapter and highlighting all the points that are probably the most relevant, and I hope I'm doing an okay job with it so far. And I thank God for our young gospel horse. He's come such a long way. He's still full of energy. He still can be full of beans. He's still very boisterous, very naughty, very mischievous. And that's a part of his nature that I never wanted to touch. That's the spirit. I'd rather wait and let him just grow out of it naturally and let him mature at his own pace. But he stopped kicking, he stopped biting to a large extent. He certainly doesn't do anything to me because we've developed a nice friendship and bonding. And really, I think it was Churchill who said, there's nothing more beautiful than the bond between a man or a woman and his or her horse. And how true that is. This is really God's magnificent creation. So remember that the book of Acts is primarily a book of transition, where God is bringing out the human race out from under the law and bringing everyone under the umbrella of His grace. And this could only take place after the cross, after what Jesus Christ had accomplished. And before now, we are coming to the end of God dealing with the nation of Israel. I think that goes on till the end of chapter 8. And then when we start chapter 9, we are going to introduce Saul, really, for the first time, as God makes way now for the Gentiles to come, and he's going to raise this religious renegade, Saul of Tarsus, to be the apostle of the Gentiles. So keep that in mind. It's so important to our understanding of the scriptures today. So I just want to have a recap before we actually get into that part, which will be the next time. So, jump. So we've talked about how one second, my reins are getting a little long. Okay, come on boy, let's go. Come on. So we spoke about how Jesus Christ had ascended into heaven. When before ascension, he told his disciples on the Mount of Olives to stay put in Jerusalem, and he would send the promise of the Father. And they followed that instruction, and we know that happened on the day of Pentecost, where the 120 believers, including the 12, including the 11 apostles, because Judas is out of the picture at this time, and the Holy Spirit fell upon them, and they received the Holy Spirit with visible manifestations and signs. And the signs were basically for the benefit of the other Jews who were there, so that they would know that this is really an act of God. But they still believed that these people were drunk, and Peter had to reassure them. They said, no, they're not drunk, and this not certainly not at this hour of the morning. And this is what was written by Joel the prophet, and this is the fulfillment of the prophecy of Joel 2:20. Now keep in mind, it's not a full fulfillment, it is only a part fulfillment. The first half has been fulfilled, that how God would pour His Spirit upon all men and women. That part has been fulfilled. But the second part, is yet to come. How the moon shall be turned into blood and all those other things that will happen during the time of tribulation. So there's a time gap over there which has been going on for about 2026 years now. So keep that in mind. Okay? So anyway, and then of course Peter's message is, the one whom you killed, he's speaking to the Jews. He says, God has raised him from the dead. And now you can certainly believe that he was indeed the Messiah. This was God giving the nation of Israel as another opportunity to accept the Messiah so that he could set up the kingdom. Keep in mind that God was dealing with the Jew on two levels. Number one was personal salvation, that means some people who personally believed, and there were quite a few, that Jesus Christ was indeed the Messiah, the Son of God, and the one whom the prophets had spoken of. And the other level that God meets the Jews with is nationally. In order to have the kingdom and all the promises that were attached to it, they had to, as a nation, with one heart and one mind, believe that Christ was the Messiah and the Son of God indeed. But that didn't happen, and so God will now is going to have a change in program. And the pinnacle of that rejection was when the last message came to them through Stephen, who was one of the chosen seven, and he spoke to the religious leaders, took them to the history of Israel, and showed them how God had been with them throughout, and that this Jesus Christ was the same God of the Old Testament. But they refused to believe him. They got angry and they stoned him to death, and that was it. This is where God puts the hold on the prophetic program of Israel, and then now he is going to reach out to the Gentiles without Israel and without the law. So that's what's happening today. And then now he's going to raise the Apostle Paul for that exact commission. So God bless you. Keep these things in mind. I just had a very, very quick summary. And as we enter chapter 9, we are going to enter this new phase. God bless you. Have a beautiful day, and see you the next time soon. Come on, boy. How good he is. Unfortunately, you can't teach a horse not to spook, but you can teach him to get past things. God bless. How wonderful. Walk, boy, walk. Walk. That's it. Good boy.